Coming from Russia. All two teams now different sides of the group here in the regular season. Mornar now with only 2 wins so far, while Nizhny Novgorod now in their second season of the Basketball Champions League. 6 wins and 3 victories. We'll be hoping to push it to 7 and 3 possibly tonight. We will see. Well, Nizhny Novgorod featuring some interesting players who have featured for Russia in the FIBA World Cup in China. Yeah, they'll be looking on how they finished last season. Last season, they made it into the playoff round where they came up short against Telnet Giants Antwerp, who went on to the Final Four. So they'll be looking to change things around here and progress a little bit further. While the hosts, it's a bit of a different story. But other games you can see tonight, Nizhny will be taking on VF Riga. As Perisveri Windmasters in Greece will be taking on the first ever champions, Iberostar Tenerife, tomorrow, along with Broj Bamberg. Will be hosting Gaziantep. It's all live here in the Basketball Champions League Game Day 10. As we edge closer and closer to the playoffs. Well, for Nizhny Novgorod, of course, what's happening for them is, you know, it's a very comfortable season where they're playing some good basketball, shooting very well from the perimeter, but also at the same time, they're making it count from inside the paint, that's for sure. Coach Mihailo Pavicevic, originally from Montenegro. Now you can see the standings. Mornar sitting in 6th place with only 2 wins and 7 losses, just above Gaziantep and VF Riga. Nizhny Novgorod possibly could go joint with Nizhny possibly. It's a very tough group to say the least. Perisveri Windmasters and Nizhny, who's featured every season so far here in the Basketball Champions League. Remember, this is the 4th year of this fantastic European basketball season. It's only going to get better and better. Look at some players from Nizhny Novgorod, of course. You've got the likes of Brandon Brown, who's going to be heavily dependent on in his veteran years, along with Ivan Stepkov. As I mentioned, Pavel Antipov. This is a team that can really shoot the ball well. Evgeny Babarin, as he featured for the Russian national team on so many occasions. Mornar, again, for them right now, it's all about pride. They've got to make sure they come up with a big performance tonight. I mean, they've had some games where they've come up very close, but again, just haven't been able to produce the goods. Of course, Jacob Pullen had a very good game in Game Day 3 of the Basketball Champions League. He will be partnered by the veteran Lance Harris. And as well, that backcourt's going to be heavily relied on. Milko Bielitsa, again, one of those players who, not the foundation big fella, but can play in and out of the system. Shoot the ball very well from the perimeter tonight if they're going to come up. It's got to be a collective effort, that's for sure. We're live here in the Sports Hall Topolitsa, in the city of Bar here in Montenegro. Just get set to introduce the visitors coming from the Russian Basketball Federation. Well, statistically, if we look at KK Mornar afterwards, so if we look at Nizhny Novgorod, it's a collective effort from these guys. I mean, Lewis is one of their top scorers along with Willis and Brown, but you know, a lot's going to be relied upon the rebounds. I mean, this is a team that collectively averages 34 rebounds per game. It's something they're going to have to try and maintain and just progress a little bit further, because once you get into the latter rounds, I mean, it doesn't really matter what seed you are. Anybody can come and play big here in the weekdays of the Basketball Champions League. They led that last season, which was a surprise victory, many would have thought. And they took on Telnet Giants Antwerp. They beat them quite convincingly in both games. They actually went on to the Final Four, so they know they got to use last season, put a line under it, learn from it, progress further, put themselves on the map. And what better way to do it than here in the Basketball Champions League? Basketball Champions League has proven to be a tough situation for Mornar. I mean, they started the season with a loss against VF Riga, who just sit right below them here in the group. Some very unconvincing defeats, but I mean, we go back on the 29th of October, 2019. These two teams met in Nizhny Novgorod. It was the home side from Russia. They came out victory very convincingly, 89-69, which was a one-sided victory. Sometimes they say when you're at the bottom of the table here in the Basketball Champions League, it's only upwards and onwards, but in the case of Mornar, they've got to make sure that it's collective effort. Coach Pavicevic, originally from Montenegro, has coached some prestigious teams in Europe. Actually just got off a stint coaching in China before he came back to Mornar. Also worked with the Montenegrin national teams, but also coached in Serbia for some prominent clubs as well. So Coach definitely comes with his accolades, and he's got to make sure he gets his players tonight to be collective, move the ball, get on fast break. But ladies and gentlemen, we just get set to introduce our officials tonight, coming from Spain, Romania, and Estonia. We got Tano Suslov, Marius Chulin, and Fernando Catatrava. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do so here tonight. Game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. We're live here in the city of the bar. Now we're going to look at the starting lineups tonight. We'll look at Nizhny Novgorod. And I'm surprised to see Babarin in the lineup, probably leading the way from the backcourt. Well, Darryl Willis, Brandon Brown, Anton Astapovich, along with Babarin. Alexander Vinnick makes a very interesting start tonight. So not a big lineup they're going in there. They've not really gone in with the true power forward. You can see they got two centers there playing low now. The question is, will that slow them down in transition? Or will they be able to use the size to outpower Mornar down low? We'll find out. Well, Coach Zoran Lukic, again, another coach. It's his second stint now with Nizhny Novgorod. Before this, he was with Basketball Champions League rivals Banvit. Also held a stint as the assistant coach of the Indian national team back in 2005-06, where he started his coaching career. So this is a coach who comes with a lot of prestige. Look at these lineups now for Mornar. We got Lance Harris, Jacob Pullen, Derek Needham, Luko Bielica, and Uros Lukovic. Lukovic coming from a basketball family there. You can see the big man just at the free throw line right now. From a very prestigious basketball family. Both mother and father played, and his sister. We already mentioned. About Coach Pavicevic. Pavicevic as well. Coaching for some very prestigious teams as well. I mean, as we mentioned, a stint in China, but he knows that right now his team are bottom of the group, and they've got to pick things up if they're going to make things go. Now, they're only few games left here in the regular season. Time is running out. Remember, they're in a tough group with the likes of, as we mentioned, Iberostar, Tenerife, Basketball, Nymburk, Novgorod, who's sitting third place, but we never say never. Anything's possible. Vujašević, another player they'll play back up to Uros. They're going to need to make sure they shoot the ball well from the perimeter, really get things going in transition now. And this is their home court. They've got to make it count. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the officials are ready, the fans are ready. We thank you for joining us here in the city of Bar. It's the Basketball Champions League game day 10. Don't go anywhere as we're set for tip. The officials will shake hands with each other. The players will pay homage. We are literally 1 minute away from tip-off. Will Nizhny Novgorod go to 7-3, or will now Mornar pick up their third victory here in the Basketball Champions League? We'll find out in just a few moments. I just wonder what kind of lineups and what kind of defenses these teams will play. I mean, I imagine both teams will go to a man-to-man defense, but Mornar are particularly the best perimeter shooting team, so it's possible that we'll see Nizhny Novgorod go into some kind of zone, really make them shoot from the perimeter, but we will find out. The transition defense is going to be key for Mornar, because if they get back in transition, Nizhny Novgorod could make it a long night for them. Well, the ball is ready. The referee's going to throw the ball up, and we're going to get underway now. Nizhny Novgorod will get the first possession of the game here. Game day 10. Looks to bring the ball up now. Tries to go pick and roll, but doesn't come off it aggressively enough. And up one screen now. He's got a few options to his left. Tries to go himself under the basket. Kicks out tough three in the corner. Three is up, no good. Jacob Pullen now comes up for a rebound and looks to take it in transition. Here comes a pick and roll now for Mornar down low while they throw it. He's caught no option. The ball moving just too slow right now for Mornar. Pulling with 3 seconds on the clock. He's got to get going. Goes all the way, gets a shot off. In and out, doesn't get it. And now Nizhny Novgorod can push in transition. Off one screen, does the pick and pop. It's a handoff now. Babber comes in, gives up to the big fella. Pump fakes, spins to the middle. Got to go up, gets rejected. Well, what a block. The contact now turns it over. Poor play. Now Nizhny Novgorod can push in transition. Down low, alley-oop time, drops it. And we got another turnover. Oh, both teams now, you can see just a little bit of anxiety in the transition. In the back-to-back turnovers. Alexander Vinnik was unable to catch the ball and just give it a bit of a throwdown, but now Derek Needham. Back to Needham now. Needham time and space. Takes a one-footed jump shot. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Abstapovic. Brandon Brown now. Brandon Brown goes all the way. Kicks up to the big fella. Big fella under the basket. Doesn't get the and one. But he's going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. That is Alexander Vinnik. Vinnik just got himself into a strong position there. Able to catch the pass and he's unable to make the and one. And he'll shoot 2 free throws. Well, the foul was on Uroš Lukovic. As we mentioned, Lukovic coming from a basketball family. His father, Lubosav, was a professional basketball player. His mother also played, and younger brother and sister Branka. So what a family to come from. He makes a second one. That's the first point of the game. Tries it from long distance, nothing but net. Nails it from downtown. It looks like those from the perimeter are going to be so crucial now. Oh, Mornar quickly caught it off the curl of the screen, nothing but net. Mornar now just lead this one down low to Big Van Vinnik. This time gets the and one, and he'll go back to the free throw line, make it a 3-point play. The foul is on Bielitsa. Vinnik just enjoying that little bit of pick and roll and just a bit of space in the paint. Now the thing for Mornar is too much space, and they got to congest the inside because Vinnik's just getting too many looks, getting into too many dangerous positions. Oh, way off on the free throw. Needham now looking for a handoff. Comes off one screen. Steps back, tough shot. Top of the key, and he nails it. Well, Lance Harris is looking to isolate. Came off that screen and took a tough step back jump shot. Babber now comes off one screen, pulls up for a tough shot from 15 feet, and he nails that one. Well, answering right back. I mean, that's a strong move to come off the screen and just to get the shot off. Pulls up for another tough shot, and right now doesn't get it. Brown with a rebound, and now he can push in transition. Down low, the big fella, got it by Bielitsa. Backs down the middle, goes in with his left hand, off the backboard. Darrell Wills just going to work. Willis went in with his left hand, and quite frankly, such a complicated play to guard on his left hand. So, puts Nizhny Novgorod up by 2 points here in the first quarter. Oh, deep 3-pointer, in and out, doesn't get it. Lance Harris had a good look, but maybe just rushed the decision. Now takes it down the middle. This shot, big fellow with the throwdown. Well, Alexander Vinik right now is having a buffet in the paint. I mean, right now it's penetration, defense collapsing, not even a kick out to a shooter. It's just a dish off to Vinik. Nizhny Novgorod up by 4 points. Bielitsa all the way, tries a Euro step. Bielitsa doesn't get the and-one. He will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. That's a lot better now for Mornar. You can see Bielitsa just finding that space and just pulling that little simple Euro step. And now he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, veteran years, but look at this for a penetration and move here by Willis. And Willis just kissing it off the glass. Bielitsa makes the first free throw. Started his pro career in 2001 in Belgrade and had a few seasons in Germany before making the move out to Lithuania. Also played in Spain, Turkey. Actually, last year was playing in the Japanese Basketball League for Alvak Tokyo. So it's a man who's traveled all over the globe, to say the least. He makes a second free throw. Two-point lead now to Nizhny Novgorod here in the first quarter. 6 minutes ago. Game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. Six on the shot clock now. It's got to get something going in the basket. Tries the alley-oop, connects with it, doesn't make it. And now Mornar can push in transition. This is where they got to be lethal now. They got to make decisions very quickly. Tries an alley-oop to Lukovic, and Lukovic just gets fouled by Willis. Well, the question is now, would that be a baseline or shooting shot? Because there's the alley-oop, and Uroš Lukovic was grabbed, so it could be that he was in the process of shooting, but takes a quick 3 off the inbound. Nails a 3 from downtown. Right now, Mornar giving everything they got from the perimeter. Lance Harris now moves up to 5 points. Mornar up by 1 point. Lukovic just taps away the pass out of bounds. Has to shoot from the baseline, nothing but net. Anton Astapovkovic. Well, Stapkovic now getting a quick look from the baseline. Bit of contact now. Thought he got fouled. Euro step in the lane by Lance. Gets his own rebound. It's out in the corner. Needham now. Needham pulls up for a tough three-pointer. Needham nails it. And when you need him, he will nail it from downtown. Tough three-pointer. He puts Mornar back up by 2 points. Willis kicks out to Babrin. Babrin, he can make these, but doesn't get it. Willis with the offensive rebound. Goes up with it. Just too strong. Tips it in. And he ties the game. And that's going to be an interesting matchup now for Lukovic, as he's got to make sure he puts a body on Willis, and he will get rebounds all night long. Kicks out. Bielitsa tries a 3. Bielitsa nails it from downtown. Well, right now, Mornar just living and dying from the perimeter, but they're getting good looks. And the question will be, can they make these shots all night long here? Game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. And up now, pulls up from 15 feet, doesn't get it. Rita. Lance Harris with the rebound, and now Needham looking to isolate. Needham pulls up for another three-pointer. No rebounders. Was that the best shot to take? Because right now, Mornar playing some run-and-gun basketball, which is great if you make the shots, but when you got no rebounders now, Willis, he'll try a three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Goes across court, and Lukovic turns it over. It was a tough situation. It was a great look, and Lukovic unable to catch me. Look at this. I mean, right ahead. Well, Lukovic has got to catch that. And what happened there was Willis just made himself such a presence on the defense, getting back, and I guess kind of the psychological effect really paid off. I mean, he didn't get the ball, but just that effort of getting back and sprinting on defense. It was a turnover. Pulls up for a deep, deep 3. Hits in front of the rim, doesn't get it. Well, secures it now. They got numbers in transition. behind the back pass. Oh, what a throwdown, Bielitsa. Well, a little started on the fast break transition by Derek Needham. Derek Needham goes Magic Johnson behind the back. Bielitsa throws it down, and he gets the and one. He's going to go to the free throw line now to make a three-point play. I mean, Mornar right now playing with a lot of swag, a lot of confidence, and he got to maintain this going in to the rest of the game. Needham is just tough as nails. You saw as soon as he got the ball, one thing on his mind, get out on the break and dish it off right behind his back. Bielitsa now shooting very well from the free throw lines. He makes the three-point play. He puts him up by 6 points. Brandon Brown now on the ball, comes off one screen, looking for rollers, nobody moving. Babern back to Brown. 5 in the shot clock now. He's got to get something going in the basket. Gets caught in a double team, turns it over. They got someone ahead of him. Bielitsa, time for a second show. Airlines, Bielitsa. And right now, we got a timeout. Nizhny Novgorod trail this by 8 points. It's all Mornar. Game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. We're live here in the city of Bar. Well, as soon as he got the ball, he just ran the break, and Bielitsa right now is just taking this game over. He now moves up to 10 points. Top scorer in the game. He's 3 for 3 from the field, as well as 2 rebounds. He's inspiring this game. Milko Bielitsa, remember the name. Well, the problem for Nizhny Novgorod right now is just not taking care of the ball at the moment. I mean, right now they're 6 for 10 from within the rainbow, while 0 for 4 from the perimeter. So the perimeter shooting not in their favor. Well, Mornar 4 for 7, shooting very well, but again, a lot of shots I would have argued were rush decisions, transition, not so much transition basketball, but running guns. So Nizhny Novgorod can't afford any turnovers. I mean, the style of play is very different between these two teams. One team really likes to get out there, isolate, depend on the backcourt play as well. Nizhny Novgorod have to go through the motions, play very organized, and play for each other. Maybe the style is better than the other one, but in a case when you've got a team like Mornar who are living and dying by the perimeter, Nizhny Novgorod have to stay in there, and they just cannot afford any turnovers. Brown now on the ball. Great defense by Needham. Needham just keeping it in front of him. Brown goes all the way. Brown gets rejected off the backboard. Well, what a block. I mean, Radia Vujasevic just came out of nowhere and just pinned him off the backboard. I mean, he goes all the way. Watch Radosevic here. Off the backboard. No, sir. There's the foul and the follow-up by Bielitsa. Vujasevic put him on the refrigerator with a pin. Ogankovic now missed the first one. He makes the second one. Cuts it down now to a 7-point ball game. Just over 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. He tries the alley-oop, connects with it, just gets it to go. It's a sweet little play there. Lance Harris just able to curl 2 screens there and just catch it in midair and just kiss it off the glass. It's off one screen now. Jenkins now kicks this one out, back down the middle. And they turn it over. What was the right idea, but again, Stavkovic has got to be better when making those passes. I mean, Jenkins made a great penetration. Getting to Stavkovic. Now, as you can see, he's very unhappy, pulling him to the bench. As Antipov now checks into the game. back, tough three-pointer, doesn't get it. Foul under the basket, looks like it's on number 5, Alexander Gankovic. It's only the 4th team foul, so it will be a baseline ball to Mornar. See, just holding on to his right arm there. There is Vujasevic. Is just too strong, too powerful to be guarded. Comes off one screen now, takes in the middle. It's a tough shot off the backboard now. He's got his own rebound now. That's a play for me that I'm not too sure about, because Derek Needham has drawn 2 players to him, and all he's got to do is just throw it up to Vujasevic, who's wide open. That's just the style of play from Mornar, where it's everything spread the floor and isolate as much as possible. Comes off one screen now, comes off another one. Brown kicks it out. There's a deep three-pointer, doesn't get it. Secures a rebound, and now Jacob Pullen can push in transition. He now goes baseline. Looking for a kick out, kicks this one out to Pullen. Oh, the big fella. Now here's the mismatch. Guarded by Brown. He's got to go to work down the middle. He throws up a circus shot, but the mismatch was there. I mean, Damian Markota was guarded by Brandon Brown. I mean, you got to get something going to the basket. Instead, went for the tough fadeaway. Gets called a double team now, has to kick this one out. The foul has been called, I believe, on Vujasevic. And that again is the 4th team foul, so it will be a baseline ball to Nizhny Novgorod. Inbounds, takes a tough shot, doesn't get it. Now, Mornar could possibly go 2 for 1 here if they're lucky. Nails it in transition. The foul has been called, so 25.9 seconds to go here. 14 on the shot clock. 15 foul, so it will be free throws now to Nizhny Novgorod. Mornar has put them in the penalty. Well, he makes the first free throw. Just chips into his deficit, because Mornar have built some momentum, and again, it's come from the perimeter shooting and the turnovers by Nizhny Novgorod. Takes it down now to a 9-point ball game now. Here was the last shot. 2 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Needham's going to run this one down. Well, gets the penetration, goes all the way. Dish up. What a pass! What a play! And he lays it up by Markota. Well, that's better play now from Mornar. Well, it's got to be aware. Turn it over. Gets it up at half court. Over the backboard. Again, Nizhny Novgorod right now, victims of their own downfall. Not taking care of the ball. Jacob Pullen just came up with a easy steal, but right now they lead this one by 11 points here. End of the first quarter in game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. We're live here in the city of Bar. We'll show you some stats and highlights from the first quarter. Well, there you can see the stats now. Mornar 4 for 9 from the perimeter, while Nizhny Novgorod 0 for 6. And right now they got to change that stat going into the second quarter. And they'll feel probably just a bit more confidence if they start making those perimeter shots and really making the defense spread. But here are some highlights from the first quarter. Well, we start now the second quarter as the home side just leading this one by 11 points. And now Needham, along with Pullen and Milko Bielica, leading the way for this Mornar team, who are in a lot of need of some inspiration for tonight's game. Goes down the middle, bit of contact, goes into the left-handed jump, doesn't get it. And now they can push in transition. Comes off one screen, down the middle, very aggressively, kicks it back out, but this is what they're gonna try and get to the half-court set. Off the screen, kicks out, good ball movement, gets a three up. Can he hit his first one? And 0 for 7 from the perimeter. Needham almost turned it over. Great steal there by Nizhny Novgorod. Well, jump ball situation, so Nizhny Novgorod will get the ball back. Looking for the handoff now. Comes off one screen. Down the middle, great pass under the basket. Got to go up with it, gets rejected. Comes up with a loose ball, still can't get it. Gets some rebound, gets fouled. Now he's going to go back to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, Yusevich did a great job of coming up and just securing the block, but they got to secure the loose ball. Here he is under the basket. There's the block, and look, you see 3 white shirts. Nobody puts a body on Vinnick. The big man's going to go back to the free throw line now for 2 free throws. Yusevich goes back to the bench. Vinnick now only 2 for 5 from the field. That's his 5th free throw of the night. There's only 1 for 5 from the free throw line. You can see how frustrated his coach is. So think about it, 5 free throws pretty much in this game. Missed his 6th free throw of the night. Well, tough pass by Needham, and they turn it over. Sejovic made the cut off the screen, trying to curl it, but again, it was a tough pass. So another wasted chance for the home side. Remember, they've only won 2 games here, so any momentum they got to keep building. They don't want to let Nizhny Novgorod get back in this game, so turnovers are costly. Jenkins now on an offensive foul's been called on Vinnick. Jenkins made a great penetration, and Vinnick has just canceled that out by getting called for the offensive foul. See Vinnick just hooking with his arm. Coming together with both players, but the officials deemed it offensive foul by the big fella. Now on the ball, looking to isolate. Goes up for another tough 3-pointer. And again, the shot selection by Mornar at times, it's just not good enough at the moment. I mean, they get the ball up the court, and it's too much isolation. You got to move the ball around, get everybody involved in something. Penetration, kick out, pick and roll, but Jenkins now down the middle. Picks up a tough shot, doesn't get it. In the case of Nizhny Novgorod, it's a different story. They are moving the ball, they're getting good looks, but just not taking the shots or getting them to go. Off one screen now. Down low, what a pass under the basket. Gets down one. Well, after all the criticism I gave Needham, there he made a super stellar pass down low to Damir Markota, who catches it at a tough angle. And now he'll go back to the free throw line to make a 3-point play. Look at this by Needham. Tough pass, beautifully in the lane. Makes that bit of cut. Now it's actually Mirza Begic. Needham does go to the bench. Goes to the bench with 1 assist. Poland comes back into the game. Michael Jenkins will take a breather. Brandon Brown comes back in for Nizhny Novgorod. And makes the 3-point play now. It puts Mornar up by 14 points here in the second quarter. Game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. So we are live here in the city of Bar at the Sports Hall Topalica in Montenegro as Willis goes up, gets fouled. And now Willis will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. AC Jenkins just figuring things out with his assistant coaching staff. Now, originally from Madison, Wisconsin, is Darrell Willis, who played his university basketball at Wichita State. Last season was playing in Greece for Keravnos, and now he's just enjoying a little stint here with Nizhny Novgorod in the Basketball Champions League. So makes it 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Only 23 years of age. Goes down the middle now. Kicks out to Begic. Begic tries in the lane, doesn't get it. Willis with a rebound. And now Nizhny Novgorod can push in transition. Here's where they can get back into the game. Brown off one screen. The foul is on Vrania. Fakes now, takes in the lane, dish off to Willis. Willis under the basket, doesn't get the and one. Now he's going to go back to the free throw line for 2 free throws. You got to love the style, the way Nizhny Novgorod play. There's the penetration, help side comes out, simple dish off. And, you know, Manaba, they can play like that down their end, but it's just not consistent enough. The tough thing is when you play a style of basketball where you try to isolate. I mean, that can work. Yeah, of course it can, but you got to get everybody involved and make everyone feel a part of the system. If Novgorod stopped making their 3-pointers, it would be a different story. So Willis now missed the first free throw. Makes the second one now, cuts it down to an 11-point ball game. One more to Begic now. Begic got it by Willis. Begic tries to spin, bit of contact. Big man doesn't get it. Can't secure the rebound. And now Nizhny Novgorod can push in transition. Willis tried 1-3, but doesn't take this one. Goes in with his left. All the way, bit of contact. Off the backboard, doesn't get it, but the follow-up is tipped right back in. And now Nizhny Novgorod just starting to pull their way back into this game. As Pavel Antipov just followed up with a second chance point. Now comes off one screen, on the space, goes all the way, dish, what a pass, behind the back, and he lays it up. That's what we talk about, simple penetrations, simple kickouts. Sorry, dishes off to the big fella. Well, here's Begic now playing some good minutes. 2 for 4 from the field, now moves up to 5 points. Willis pulls up for a tough shot, nothing but net. Darrell Willis, he now moves up to 9 points in the game. Darrell Willis now 3 for 5 from the field with 2 rebounds. Naba just lead this one 32-23. And under 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Pulls up for a Hail Mary 3, and again, nobody really under the basket to rebound. Jamir Markota does not shoot many 3-pointers. Just decides to try his luck there from the perimeter. Almost turns it over to keep it alive. 5 on the shot clock now. Pulls up for a deep 3. Still can't get it. Servic now secures a rebound. Looks like he's going to push in transition. A step back. Another tough 3-pointer. Again, not the best shot, but, well, Brown spins out, but able to keep it alive. Transition on the basket. What a pass! Lays it up in transition. Brandon Brown did such a good job there just to find Artem Komalov. And Komalov does so well. Just a sprint in transition to get the layup. And Brown here makes a very tough pass, but Komalov does well to run the break. But again, starts with a 3-point shot. Taken by Mornar down the other end.
Now we lost our rhythm of the game.
Well, Mornar now 12 for 28 from within the rainbow, 8 for 16. As we mentioned, we saw about Nizhny Novgorod with 9 field goals from within the rainbow.
Znači, popni se sejade gore. Ako ne može da primi loptu, napravi mu blok i veza na 2 pika pa napadu.
Mornar now sitting in 7th place with 7 wins and 7 losses in the Adriatic Basketball Association. On the screen now, catch and shoot from the perimeter. Tough shot, nothing but net from downtown. Well, he called that and right away just got his feet set. Vrania gets his first 3 points of the game, and it's back to a 10-point lead now for Mornar. Willis now goes baseline, looking to kick it out, turns it over, and now Mornar in transition. All the way, Vrania reverse layup. Can he get it? No, he missed the layup. And now Nizhny Novgorod can chip into it. Goes in with his right now, puts up a little floater off the glass, doesn't get it. And Mornar just building the lead again with over 4 minutes to go now here in the second quarter. This is where Needham now crosses over, a bit of contact, dish in the corner, beautiful pass, good ball movement. Down the lane, Vrania, dish it off, what a play, gotta go up, and that's the basketball we've been expecting to see from Mornar. It started with a penetration and a ball reversal, and all of a sudden, just starting to look like a different basketball team now. Brown now looking to reverse the ball to Barborin. Brown thought about taking the shot, now throws it down low, takes a baseline shot way off the mark. Rebound by Savage. Tries to curl the screen all the way, and it's called for the foul. And I think what the coach's staff want is that he was in the process of getting the layup, so that is only the 13th foul for Nizhny Novgorod. And that's the right call, but again, tough for Mornar because it has cost him an easy 2 points, and it's such an excellent job at executing the screens. Barborin will go to the bench, and Jenkins now comes back into the game. Ten seconds on the shot clock now. Needham comes off one screen. Needham puts up a one-legged, doesn't get it, but he gets fouled. And now he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Great job there. I mean, he likes that one-footed fadeaway. Hasn't been able to get it to drop. Well, Montenegrin naturalized player, originally from Dalton, Illinois, played his university basketball at Fairfield. Started his pro career in Lithuania. Also played in the likes of Ukraine, Germany, Italy. This is now actually his second stint with Mornar before playing for a season in France. So last year being back in Lithuania. He stands at 5'11", but I mean, he's just such a tough basketball player. He actually misses both free throws. Has it all to do again. Goes the screen now, puts up a little floater, doesn't get it. Finds the offensive board and almost tips into his own basket. Mornar can push. And Nizhny Novgorod really have struggled from the perimeter tonight. I mean, they've struggled to get good looks. Actually, to get the good looks, just not making them at the moment. Backs down, Begic goes in a strong move, doesn't get it. Oh, Willis, great defense, secures the rebound. Now Novgorod can push in transition. Euro steps all the way, goes in, he lays it up. And that's a great way to get out in transition. You can see right there, Michael Jenkins went into the lane and just gave it a Euro step with a little finish. Needham now looking like he's going to go all the way, goes in, gets down one. And the Montenegrin nationalized player will go back to the free throw line to make it a three-point play. He's a special player, that's for sure. Jacob Pullen just does excellent there, just to kiss it off the glass. Doesn't get the free throw now, and it's still a 12-point lead to Mornar. Now Nizhny Novgorod, they got to start knocking shots down. I mean, they're playing some good basketball, the movement they're getting, but right now they just have to deliver. Down the middle, kicks it out. It's a tough one there, but a follow-up, and they still can't get it. That's what we're talking about there, getting good penetrations, good shots, and even right there, falling up for second chances. They just can't buy a bucket at the moment. Jacob Pullen going to go to the bench and gets a standing ovation from the crowd as Derek Needham comes back into the game for Mornar. With baseline now, bit of contact, draws a foul. And he's going to go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Smart movement, great movement off the ball. Stavkovic there just did so well, and now he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Well, he makes the first free throw now, and again, I think for Nizhny Novgorod going into the second half is going to try and cut this lead down to single digits. I mean, I want to be a case where they're chasing this game in the third quarter, especially the way that Mornar have shot the ball from the perimeter in this game. He makes the second one now, cuts it down to a 10-point ball game. We get a timeout now to Nizhny Novgorod, as they're going to talk this one over with 1:44 to go here in the first quarter. Game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. We are here in the Sports Hall Topalica in the city of Bar, Montenegro.
Now they play almost with the 5 outside. We can switch. We can switch everything. Whoever guarding 5, help from him because he's not shooting. Another 4 is.
Mornar leading the assists right now, 12-9, and that's very interesting seeing the style they play, which is such a spread the floor isolation game as opposed to Nizhny Novgorod. But again, Nizhny Novgorod just struggling to hit shots at the moment. Haven't hit a 3-point field goal so far in this game. It's something they're going to have to change now going into the second half. I mean, you got to be able to come in, week out, and make 3-pointers here in the Basketball Champions League. Kicks this one out to Needham now, 10 on the shot clock. Well, Needham had a wide open shooter, didn't kick it out. And again, that's the situation we talk about. I mean, they had a wide open Sajovic. in the perimeter, ready to shoot the three-pointer. Well, draws the foul on Ostapkovich. I mean, there's the penetration. Now, Savage was wide open for the shot. Now Needham will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Actually, the foul wasn't on Derek Needham. Way off on the free throw. Vukota Pavic now 0 for 2 from the free throw line. Again, free throw shooting has been very poor from both these two teams. With just under a minute and a half to go here in the second quarter of game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. It's a handoff now. Great ball movement. Keep it alive somehow. Ostapkovich. They pull up. They got to make it. And still, they cannot hit a perimeter shot there. 0 for 9 from three-point land here in the first half. Looking to isolate, goes himself all the way right-handed layup, doesn't get it. Pavic unable to get the rebound. A beautiful pass under the basket. Got to make it finally. Still can't get it. Again, you got to love the unselfish play by Nizhny Novgorod, but again, it's just the final delivery. They just cannot capitalize. I mean, they move the ball so well, they execute brilliantly, but they just cannot get the final shot. Steps back, makes it, falls over, doesn't get it. Well, that would have been special had he made that three-pointer. Transition, doesn't take it back in the corner. This time he does. Can he get it? And it's way off the mark. Now 2 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock, and Mornar have a chance now at the last shot of the first half. Needham now looking like he's going to isolate. By Kumba pulls up for a deep three, doesn't get it, in and out. Pavic gets a rebound, and another foul's been called. They called it on Michael Jenkins, I believe. They called it on Artem Komalov. The foul is on Komalov, but it's actually a good foul because he fouled Vukota Pavic, so Pavic will shoot 2 free throws, and we got a timeout now. Nizhny Novgorod need to talk this one over. Well, the rebounds not too dissimilar between these two teams. Nizhny Novgorod 26 to 25 rebounds here in the first half.
4 seconds.
Now, one thing Nizhny Novgorod can do to get himself back in this game coming into the third quarter is probably just keep going in for those second chances and getting more offensive rebounds.
If he scored, I want Pavic here, okay? So, cross, pass to the big guy.
Home crowd really enjoying the occasion right now. Could possibly see their team go to 3-7 here in Group C. I mean, this is a big game for them. I mean, they have to win tonight. Give themselves any hope. Maybe making a sort of comeback. It's a tough Group C with the likes of, as we said, Beresat Tenerife and top, along with Irabaswa Nymburk. Mornar really have to win all their remaining games. And look at that Peristeri Windmasters, Nizhny Novgorod, who they're playing right now, lose more games. Pretty much looking like mission impossible, but never say never here in the Basketball Champions League. Pavic misses his third free throw now. Finally gets one to drop and puts Nizhny Novgorod down by 11 points. 4.3, can they get one more shot now? Puts up a tough pass. Jenkins, end of the half, doesn't get it. Again, double digits. 0 makes from the perimeter for Nizhny Novgorod. By the end of the first half right now, it's the home side. We're currently sitting in 6th place with only 2 wins and 7 losses. Winning this one by 11 points here. Game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. 3rd place against 6th, Nizhny Novgorod. 6-3 so far here in Group C. Falling up against Irabaswa Nymburk and Beresat Tenerife, who are top, but That is the final score here between these two teams at the end of the first half. We'll show you some stats and we'll show you some highlights. What's happening tonight's game? Now, the thing that's working right now for Mornar is just that slight perimeter shooting, 5 for 15 and 5 for 11 for the free throw line. I mean, both teams shooting abysmally from the free throw line, but Nizhny Novgorod 0 for 12 from the perimeter, but 10 for 24 from within the rainbow. Well, those are the stats. You can see both teams similar rebounds. Mornar with 3 more assists right now, probably because they're just getting more looks from the perimeter. Well, ladies and gentlemen, go get a drink, go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long because we'll be back in 14 minutes for the second half of this game day 10 fixture here in Group C. Basketball Champions League, Mornar versus Nizhny Novgorod. We'll be back soon.
What a rejection by Johnson. As Martin goes the other way, lobs it up. Stone it is with the dunk.
Novgorod now. Oh, wonderful pass and a wonderful finish. What a big, big play by Masulis. But it was the pass from Novgorod that made it.
Drives in and throws it down. Two hands. Nimrod Levi with a big time play.
Brown now backs off the curl. Oh, lovely pass. Stone throws it down. Tyler Stone with the finish.
Some better looks. They have 5 3-pointers now in the game as Cousins pulls up from the mid-range. Doesn't get to Sean Thomas. Goes in and cleans up with the throwdown.
Shimandini, watch out! Just to underline the point. But that really Shimandini's looked for a while.
This is the first, and they need to foul. They get it back for the three. Oh, it's good! The three is good! Marco Filippovi! That's why he was in the game. Zoltan Paul to make the two. Filippovi has made the three.
Shots up by McFadden, short. And there's bodies flying everywhere. Ricky Lino ahead. Sokolowski behind the back for the throwdown. Still right. No good. Ball's loose. They get it back. Still. Angola to win it. That's extraordinary. That is incredible. They are 2 ahead.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half here at Game Day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. We're here at the top Elitsa Sports Hall in the city of Montenegro as our host, Mornar, will be taking on visitors from Russia, Nizhny Novgorod. It's third place against sixth. Nizhny Novgorod before this game are 6-3 here in Group C. Sitting very comfortably in third place as they hit the three from downtown, and Lance Harris moves up to 10 points. He's now 4 for 7 from the field this evening. Nizhny Novgorod, it wasn't probably the start they would have wanted here at the beginning of the second half, as now they have to respond with Brandon Brown. Well, clearly an offensive foul, but they didn't call it, so Willis with the offensive rebound goes up, goes in for the second chance point. We said that in the first half. One way they can get themselves back into this game is going in for any second opportunities. There you can see Willis just cleaning up in the low block. Elitsa didn't feature so much in the second quarter. He was their top scorer in the first quarter. Has 10 points in the game. Almost turned it over. Bavarian trying to say to the official that did not come off of him. That's a low pass now to Bielitsa. Bielitsa, 15 feet, fades away. Smooth shot by Milko Bielitsa. Well, the man who last year was playing his basketball in Tokyo, returning home now, leading this game with 12 points for Mornar. Brandon Brown now goes off to Willis now. Bavarian doesn't use a screen, but tries to go baseline. Kicks out. Willis hasn't made a three tonight. This time makes the first three-pointer for Nizhny Novgorod. They are now 1 for 13 from the perimeter. Oh, Willis now leading their scoring as he has 14 points in the game. Now 5 for 7 from the field. Needham steps back from 15 feet. Nothing but net from the mid-range. Needham now is only 2 for 9 from the field as he has 5 points in the game. He's down now, low block, kicks this one out, almost turns it over. Needham just gets a hand to it, but it goes out of bounds, and it will be Nizhny Novgorod ball. Handoff now, Bavarian in the lane. Bavarian bumps, goes all the way, gets fouled. Now he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. That was on Lukovic. Strong move there. Starts his dribble from the free throw line with his long 2 steps, but Les will get 2 free throws. Captain Yevgeny Bavarian, featured for the Russian national team this summer. The FIBA World Cup. Came up short in what was a very close game against Poland, but he shot the ball so well in that third quarter game back in Foshan, China. Makes the second one. Bavarian said he started his career with Nizhny Novgorod back in 2005, so now this is his second stint with the club. Off one screen, pulls up for a tough three-pointer, way off the mark. And again, very similar to the shot selection that they had in the first half. Tabio Walla comes into the game. He just tries to force the issue from the perimeter a little too easily in my mind. Now Nizhny Novgorod comes down to single digits possibly as Brandon Brown tries a three-pointer. Still can't get it. Now Derek Needham can push the transition. Needham now pulls up for another tough three-pointer, and again, back-to-back 4 shots by Mornar. Brown now steps back 18 feet from top of the key, nails it, puts it down to a 10-point ball game. Well, started with a ball and then just coming off a handoff and took it down the middle, and a great play by Nizhny Novgorod. Under the basket, Bielitsa, offensive foul, blocking foul, and 1 for Milko Bielitsa. Bielitsa now goes up to 14 points and now 5 for 5 from the field, 100% with 2 rebounds, and it's a chance now to be 100% from the free throw line for that matter. I don't think Bielitsa's missed a shot in any category. Go Bielitsa. 2 for 2 from within the rainbow. 1 for 1 from the free throw line. Sorry, 1 for 1 from the perimeter. If he makes his free throw, he will be 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Bielitsa does not miss. Mornar now lead this one by 12 points. 13 points, sorry, 50-37. Brown now top. Lukovic secures the rebound. Now Walla can push in transition. Now pulls up for another three-pointer. Got it! Nailed it from downtown. 16-point lead now to Mornar. This is not the team we expected. Well, the result we expected so far. I mean, it's only a third quarter, but now Mornar just set the tone for this game. Now looking for a handoff with Babberin. Babberin now kicks out to Brown. Brown hesitates in the lane. Kicks out to wide open Babberin for 3. Takes it, doesn't get it. Bielitsa with a rebound. Now Mornar have a chance to build. Dirk Needham now in the lane. He tries a lob pass. Lukovic under the basket. Lukovic gets fouled. Well, that was smart there by Needham to spot Lukovic. Guarded with the mismatch by Babberin. So now Uroš Lukovic, and he looks perplexed. I mean, he's got to be thinking, my team right now is 1 for 14 from the perimeter. I mean, we're getting mismatches against us all on the defense. What is going on? Uroš Lukovic, as we mentioned, a man who comes from a basketball family, originally from Belgrade, Serbia. And a man who's played all over the Balkans. I mean, he also played in the Baltic, where he played in Estonia. But Tartu makes the second free throw. He had a few seasons with 2 teams in Macedonia, for that matter, as well. Brown now looking for that option. Looks like Vinik. Vinik up to Babberin. Babberin now kicks out to Brown. Brown's got to force it from the perimeter. Still can't get it now. 1 for 15 from the perimeter for Nizhny Novgorod. Needham in transition. Oh, well, he had a wide open Walla, but didn't get in the ball. The foul is called on Yevgeny Babberin. Now Mornar have all the momentum going forward. Max Harris was fouled, and now Needham will inbound the ball. 18-point lead now to the home side. Remember, I've only won 2 games this season in the Basketball Champions League. Under the basket now. Bielitsa gets rejected. And no foul called, and now Jenkins in transition to Brown. Well, Brown spins around, draws a foul on Needham. Needham gets called for the foul. Now the question is it an unsportsmanlike foul? I mean, does grab, but there was the block shot. I mean, quite a bit of contact there. I think what the officials are going to try and discuss is, did Needham pull him? Will it be called for an unsportsmanlike foul? I mean, possibly could be a case that you see Needham. I mean, he doesn't play the ball, but it's just such a soft foul, though. I mean, does grab the t-shirt, though. I mean, you can see he grabs his jersey a little bit at the back, but the question is that deemed enough to be an unsportsmanlike foul? The officials are just deciding right now what to go with. Mornar didn't get their first victory until the 4th of December when they beat Gaziantep 84-77 and got a big victory here at home against VF Riga. This game was against Staff Tenerife on the road, but again, the officials have gone with the regular foul. I think that's the right call because, again, it's just not aggressive enough to be an unsportsmanlike foul. Well, Mornar only gets tougher because next week they'll be at home to Broj Bamberg, so ball now to Nizhny Novgorod. Pulls up for a tough shot, doesn't get it. Gets his own rebound in the mix-up. Vidic under the basket. Vidic gets it to go, and again, communication by Manabar. Good job by Brandon Brown there. Get his own rebound and dish it off to Vidic. You can see dishing it off, and that's the contact. It's a long one. Again, there's the 4 3-pointers. Just gotta say to yourself, I mean, you're up by 16 points, slow down, move the ball, get a good option, but we've seen a lot from their backcourt. Just trying to force the issue from the perimeter. Brown now in the corner, guarded there very heavily by Needham. Screen by Vidic now, well, gets blocked. Needham comes up with it. Transition, what do we have? Goes up for a 3-pointer. Now, was that the right option? But they get the offensive rebound by Lance Harris. 4.5 to go now here in the third quarter. Needham all the way, dish it off to Lukovic. Lukovic can't follow up. Now they can push in transition with Nizhny Novgorod. Time space wide open, pulls the trigger. Still can't hit it, but gets his own rebound. Brown tries a 3-pointer. Brown can't get it. Another offensive rebound by Vidic. Vidic gets rejected by Bielitsa. Gets his own rebound now. Vidic can't get it. Right now, both teams very sloppy. Well, Vidic just can't finish under the basket. I mean, here comes the block shot by Bielitsa. Said, not in my house. And now, Vidic unable to finish it off there. Nizhny Novgorod now sending Vidic to the bench. Who has struggled. I mean, Vidic came out in this game like a house on fire in the low block. He was getting so many good looks and just treated himself to a buffet, but now it's just found to be a very frustrating evening for him. Crossover there by Jenkins. Jenkins kicks out. Now Brown in the lane, pulls up from 18 feet. Still can't get it, but another offensive rebound. Tries another 3-pointer. Still can't get it. Lukovic with a rebound. Now a question from Manabar. Under 4 minutes to go, up by 16. Try and get themselves into a good offense. We've seen a lot tonight, just forcing the issue from the perimeter. Lukovic now back to Derek Needham. Needham now in the lane. Needham puts up a floater, gets fouled by Brandon Brown. They've called it a shooting foul, so it looks like Derek Needham's going to go to the free throw line. There's a crossover, able to keep it alive, and looks like Derek Needham will shoot 2 shots. Derek Needham, as we mentioned, American-born but Montenegrin naturalized player. Started his career in Lithuania, in the likes of Ukraine, Germany, Italy. This is now his second stint with Manabar, having played with him in the 2017-18 regular season in the ABA, in the Adriatic League. He makes the second one now, puts Manabar back up by 18 points. Jacob Puller comes back in the game, draws a foul in. Now he'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Strebkov there did a good job of just penetrating the defense and just drawing that contact. You can see he's got to make that, give themselves a 3-point play, but have to settle now with just 2 free throws. Originally from Almaty in Kazakhstan, but Russian national. He played for Avtodar Saratov back in the 2013-14 season, which was a rival. No, makes a bit of contact as Harris goes in the lane. Way off the mark, doesn't get it. Goes out of bounds, and it will be Manabar ball with 3:05 to go here in the third quarter. Lance Harris now looks like he's just injured himself, so a huge loss now to Manabar as it looks like he's going to have to go to the bench. A twisted ankle, but hopefully it's not too serious. Selvic comes back into the game for Mornar as his replacement. Looks like they've called a foul. He's got hands all over him, just holding him all over the place. So it's a careless foul to give away, because I mean they're in the penalty, and now Bielitsa, who hasn't missed a shot this evening, is going to go back to the free throw line now for 2 shots. Now 6 for 6 from the free throw line, 100% in all areas, 1 for 1 from the perimeter. Also hasn't missed from within the rainbow. Question is now, can he maintain this stat of 100% for the rest of the evening? Bielitsa misses his first shot of the night. Under the lane now, gets fouled. The out of control position is what caused the foul, but they missed the first free throw, and again, this is going to be a key part they're going to have to make in the fourth quarter. Now they trail by 17 points. Another foul call, so now Needham's going to go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Now, he also has struggled from the free throw line now, missed the first one. So now, kicks this one out. And the lane tries a Euro step. Got to shoot this one, takes a jump shot, doesn't get it. In the end, they follow up, and then again, that's one way that's going to get them back into this game. It's just going in for as many second opportunity chances as they can. Pulling now on the ball, comes off one screen, kicks this one out. Little shot clock now, it's got to get a shot off. Goes up for a tough three-pointer, way off the mark, doesn't get it. They get the rebound. Steps back by pulling out. From 4 feet, takes a tough one. Lukovic with the offensive rebound. Lukovic fakes the pass on the lane, doesn't get it. It looked like a good move, but he's got to finish that. The lane now takes a tough one, gets blocked. And Selvic looks like he's going to take it in transition. Right now, Mornar want to build as much going into the fourth quarter, because 10 minutes ago, Nizhny Novgorod have to fight for everything to get back in. As Poland shakes and bakes in the lane, goes up, gets rejected, and now Nizhny Novgorod could possibly go 2 for 1 if they get a quick basket here. In the lane, dish it off. Jenkins down the middle. Jenkins fades away in the lane, dish off. Got to go up with it. Willis can't get it. And Pulley comes up with a loose ball now. 7 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Down low to Bielitsa now. Bielitsa's only missed one shot, and it was a free throw tonight. Down the middle, Bielitsa fades away, off the mark, doesn't get it. Well, 8 seconds now. Strepkov can get the last shot here in the third quarter. Oh, he turns it over. Now they got a few seconds all the way. Gonna lay it up, but he dunks it. And all of a sudden, 18-point lead to Mornar, 61-43 here at the end of the third quarter. Game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. Just turnover after turnover. I mean, he's trying to set a screen. He just dribbled right into him. Just finished in transition. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll just show you some stats and a few highlights here from the third quarter, but as it stands, Mornar still in total control of this game. Team that's only won 2 wins. This could be a big game for them. They got to finish this one out. They're 7 for 22 from the perimeter, while Nizhny Novgorod 1 for 20 from three-point land, 14 for 36 from within the rainbow, but it just isn't good enough here in the Basketball Champions League. Now we start the fourth quarter. Nizhny Novgorod trailing this one by 18 points. Looked very lethargic, out of life there in the third quarter. Can they change it here in the fourth? They are a top 3 team here in Group C. 6 wins and only 3 losses, but right now, not playing like it. Brandon Brown steps back, doesn't get it. Rebound by Savage. Bielitsa. This one out. Savage draws an early foul. The foul is on Jenkins. One thing Nizhny Novgorod don't want to get into is get into the penalty too early. They're chasing the game. You want to be able to take gambles at the end of the fourth quarter and go for steals, especially when you're trailing. But if you're in the penalty, any foul you give up, the team that's already beaten you will just send him to the free throw line. You've got to be smarter. And an offensive foul's been called. It looks like it was an illegal screen. I believe that was set by Savage, or maybe possibly they called it on Damir Markota. I'm not sure. Here comes Savage, sets the screen, and Savage definitely holding the screen set by Savage. He's off one screen now, kicks this one out. Had the shot, didn't take it. This time he does, he nails it. Top of the key now. Kamalov just got a good look there from the top of the key. Cuts it down to a 16-point ball game. Well, Brandon Brown almost picks his pocket, but just tips out of bounds. Brown now heavily up against Jacob Pullen. Off one screen, takes a wild shot. Gets it to drop though. Again, likes that one-legged fadeaway. With the handoff now, cross-court pass. Goes up from 15 feet, takes a jump shot, doesn't get it. Jangle, they steal the ball. Now Brandon Brown tries a three-pointer, and they still struggle to get another offensive rebound. Brown now baseline, Brown dish it off under the basket, then it gets fouled. And he's gonna go to the free throw line now to make a three-point play. If it's one thing that Nizhny Novgorod do, they just keeps him in this game, is just go off to every offensive board. And there you can see Brandon Brown dishing it off to Vinnick. Vinnick just getting that slight foul. He's got to make the free throw now. He's missed 7 free throws this evening. Makes this one now, can cut it down to a 15-point ball game. Can't make the free throw. Now turns it over. Again, this is the case. You don't want to give Nizhny Novgorod any chance to get back in, but they turn it right back over by Jenkins. And now fast break, pulls up for a three in transition, nails a triple. Jacob Pullen just simply makes up for the turnover. It's now back to a 19-point ball game. Oh, Nizhny Novgorod, another turnover. Well, the question is, will that be an unsportsmanlike foul? I think he's trying to say that he tried to take a charge, but I don't think there's too much in that, to be honest. I mean, that's a regular foul for me. I don't see any reason why the officials should review that. It looks like they want to review it. I mean, I guess they have to be honest. I mean, Jenkins really just moved into him. I guess he stands still. He hasn't necessarily initiated the contact. I mean, well, it's a tough one. I mean, has he stopped the fast break deliberately? I mean, yes, he has. So the argument could be there, could be the unsportsmanlike foul, but in my mind, it's just not physical enough to be an unsportsmanlike foul, I guess. But either way, the officials, why they're the best in the game we've got. I mean, they understand every single rule, what is deemed to be an unsportsmanlike foul, what's not. Regular foul, excellent call by the official there. The argument I would probably say is that he's probably in a good position to just get over and take a charge if he sets himself, but he's too late to it. The unsportsmanlike foul is if he tries to really pull him down, or anything where you drag a player or use the arms to get them. Our coach is now looking for a handoff. Pulls up for a deep three. Oh my Lord, nails that one from downtown, and Vranje hits a second triple of the night. And that was from no man's land. He puts Manabar up by 22 points, and right now we're seeing a different Manabar in this game. Under the basket, Willis. Looks like he got fouled early. Now the foul looks like it's going to be called on to Myanmar Kota. See, it's on my coach, just comes in from behind, and again, look at the range on this. I mean, Ranius just pulls the trigger from out of the desert. Well, the problem for Nizhny Novgorod right now is just confidence just isn't there at the moment. You can see anytime they have the ball, I mean, they just look completely deflated. I mean, tough for them. They're 1 for 21 from the perimeter, 12 for 23 from the, now 13 for 24 from the free throw line, 16 for 40 from within the rainbow. Vranjes now, 2 big three-pointers. This is one up to Savage. Savage all the way. Savage missed the layup. Did so well to get to the basket and beat Jenkins to the spot, but Jenkins now pulls up for a deep three-pointer. Jenkins now hits the second triple of the night for Nizhny Novgorod. 2 for 22 for the team from Russia. Sudden now cuts it down to 18-point ball game. And just now down low, Makota goes all the way with the monster one-handed dunk. Oh, it was Vujasevic, sorry. Vujasevic went in one-handed and just dunked the ball. 20-point lead to Mornar. 6 minutes to go here. Back out now, he's got to make it, kicks it out. Doesn't get it, was a good look, but same story for Nizhny Novgorod. They just can't buy a three-pointer. And a double dribble's been called on Sevic. Sevic picked his dribble up. What a dunk by Vujasevic. One-handed, held it up like the Statue of Liberty. Foul there on Makota. Makota kind of marks him for falling over. It's Makota. Makota's got a point there. I mean, hardly any contact. Goes to the bench, and that might be the right decision to get him out, because a situation like that, you don't want someone to pick up a technical foul and needs to get out of hand. He goes to the bench now. Brown now on the ball, wide open on the basket, another turnover. He now gives this one up. Well, now steps out, kicks this out, good ball reversal, get the shot in the corner, 3 is up, 3 is tucked away. Beautiful ball movement by Mornar. That man again, good ball reversal, and Tabiawala just gets a good look and he drains it. Brown now pulls up as Jenkins. Jenkins nothing but net from the mid-range, cuts it down to a 21-point ball game. Under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, I mean, this is going to be stepping stone as pulls up for another deep three-pointer, and Jacob Pullen is just putting the show on right now. He cannot miss. Mornar shot a staggering 11 for 26 from three-point land this evening. Goes all the way, gets rejected, and he saves the ball. And now a transition. Now that could possibly be called for unsportsmanlike foul, but AC goes all the way, and Sevic just rejects him. Great save by Vranjes. Pullen just goes to the bench. Derek Needham comes back into the game. Jenkins just puts his hand in, almost steals it, but unable to get the turnover caused. And now it will be Mornar ball with 4:22 to go here as the home side. Leading this one by 24 points. Remember, they only have 2 victories so far here in the regular season. They have to pretty much win with their remaining games here and hope that teams above them don't win anymore. I mean, it's going to be pretty much a tough task, but never say never. Derek Needham goes in with a hook shot, doesn't get it. Well, it's getting quite physical between Pavic and Willis, and the officials do a great job of just stepping in. Pulling early fouls to make sure things don't get out of control. You see Pavic. Pavic has his eyes all over him. Then Pavic just puts his arm on him, but Willis not having any of it. Willis just gives him a slight shrug off. I think it's now Pavic, because Mornar earned the penalty. So now Willis will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Missed the first free throw. If you think about the free throw shooting by Nizhny Novgorod now, 13 for 25. 12 of those free throws. I mean, essentially, a 12-point ball game is He missed the second one as well. Mina now on the ball. Just under 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Sevic now looking for an option, kicks it out to Vranjes. Sevic spins around, what a move all the way, doesn't get it. Well, that's the second time now he's made a great move going to the basket. Unable to finish. Third to go here in the fourth, pulls up deep three, makes the third three-pointer, and makes his second one of the evening. They're now 3 for 23 from three-point land. Jenkins off the screen, pulls up for it, just nails it from downtown. Needham now pulls up for a deep three, and that is just way off the mark. Well, 3:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Needham trying to say that there was a touch on the ball, but the officials just not having it. Brandon Brown now tries the three-pointer, doesn't get it. Willis with a rebound. Willis goes up, gets down one. All of a sudden, Nizhny Novgorod completely throwing the towel in quite yet. And missed another free throw, but they get the offensive rebound. 19-point lead now to Manaba. Under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. It's out to Willis. He's up from 15 feet. Nails it right at the end of the shot clock. With 2:42, it's a 17-point ball game. Now kicks this one out, Pavic. Well, Pavic, who hasn't made many free throws tonight, all of a sudden drains a big three-pointer and puts Manaba up by 20 points. Just over 2:50 to go here in the fourth quarter. Jenkins tries another three-pointer, doesn't get it. Can't secure the rebound, and now Manaba with Sevic. Sevic all the way, he's missed two, goes all the way. This time makes it. Pavic tries to follow up. He missed two good layups going to the basket. This time he wasn't going to miss it. That is a strong move. Takes from downtown, doesn't get it. Follows up with the second chance point. Back to a 20-point game. Another 2 minutes to go now here in the fourth quarter. Manaba looking on point to pick up possibly a third victory here in the regular season of the Basketball Champions League. He's made one big three-pointer, makes another one, doesn't get it. Oh, has been called on Strebkov, I believe. Strebkov just gave a bit of a shove to Pavic on the rebound. Sevic now keeps it alive. Downtown, nails it. Nothing but net. Puts Manaba up by 3 points. 1:17 to go here in the basketball game. Shot, a very impressive stat now from downtown as Willis under the basket. Willis goes all the way, makes it. Well, Willis has probably been the most effective player this evening for Nizhny Novgorod. He's got 22 points, 8 rebounds, 2 rebounds away from a double-double. If he can get that here in the last minute. Only now down to the basket. Pavic wide open. Pavic lays it up. It's back to a 23-point lead to Manaba. Manaba 13 for 30 from three-point land. I mean, it's been a good stat for them for the evening, that's for sure. That was the mid-range jump shot. Anton Astapkovic. Looks like now they're going to try and dribble this one down, but they're going to need to shoot it because there's 6 seconds on the shot clock. Needham. Fans want Needham to score. 24-second violation. I think what Derek Needham is just doing is just showing sportsmanship right now, realizing that the game is dead and buried with 15.8. And I respect that a lot from Derek Needham, but the question is, you want to win this by as many points as possible. I think Nizhny Novgorod, same mentality, but I mean, they got to remember as well, they want to hold a top place spot. They don't get the shot anyway. And ladies and gentlemen, this one is Manaba 87, Nizhny Novgorod 66, here in game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. I'm going to leave you with some stats, show you some highlights. Right now, Manaba moved to 3-7. We're in Group C. Is it possible? Anything's possible. Well, after this, there'll be 4 games left, and Mystery Windmasters, Nizhny Novgorod, who have 6 wins in positions 4 and 3. In case scenario be, Manaba has to win the last 4 games and hope that the Peristeri Windmasters and Novgorod don't win anymore. Mission impossible, but anything is possible. That is the final score. Manaba 87, Nizhny Novgorod 66 here. Game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. And we will show you some stats and show you some highlights here from this game in which many will be surprised. I mean, most of us would have thought that Nizhny Novgorod would have come here business been as usual, but credit to Manaba. They have come here and shut the lights out, protected home court when they have needed to. Here are the stats tonight. I mean, Nizhny Novgorod 3 for 26 on the perimeter, just wasn't good enough. While Manaba was 13 for 30, so 18 for 40 from within the rebound, 12 for 20 from the free throw line. So they did ironically get out rebounded 52 to 44 in favor of Nizhny Novgorod, but Manaba having 5 more assists and 5 more steals for that matter. Let's just look at the top scorers for tonight. I mean, collective effort. Bielitsa, Poland, and Harris with 16, 14, and 10, while Willis was the top scorer for Nizhny Novgorod, 2 rebounds away from a double-double, which he was unable to get this evening. Jenkins chipped in 12. We're asking yourself, a team that shoots 3 for 23 from the perimeter. And that's a stat they're going to have to look at. I mean, probably just going to have to put it behind them now. I mean, Nizhny Novgorod on course to probably finish in the top 4 here in Group C of the Basketball Champions League, but you got to look at this game and think, this can't happen again. That was one of the 3 3-pointers by Willis. Started the second half. I mean, got to make sure they come with the guns coming, playing next game. We got to think now, where next for these 2 teams? Of course, for Nizhny Novgorod, as we said, sitting in that top 4 position here in Group C, they got to make sure that they As we mentioned, look at this game. Put a line under, but for Mornar, they got to go back here on home court against Brose Bamberg. Now, the good thing for them is they will be away against Peristeri Windmasters. So Mornar can win next week. Peristeri Windmasters start to falter. Could put a lot of pressure on the team from the outer skirts of Athens. Nizhny Novgorod for them. This is going to be a tough lesson because next week they will be at home to Peristeri Windmasters. And after that, they will be on the road to Irbas with Nymburk, home to Gaziantep, and finish with a game against VF Riga. That is as it stands here at the end of this game. Now, what a collective effort from these players, playing really hard and just giving it everything in this game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League, just giving them hope, saying that we're not done, we're not dead yet. There's the big three by Sejovic. Sejovic actually a very, very good game this evening. I mean, came up big, made some big plays. We finished the game with 7 points. He hit the big three-point, but there are the standings now. Mornar 3-7. Remember, with 4 games left, anything's possible. This 20-point victory will do them some very, very good, that's for sure. Nizhny Novgorod and Peristeri Windmasters play each other next week. That will be a huge basketball game, to say the least. Well, we thank you for joining us here this evening, ladies and gentlemen, in Montenegro. More games to come here in game day 10 of the Basketball Champions League. But for now, it's good night.